Hello. Well, upon further discussion with some people here, I figured I'd just read a couple of these articles. They're all over the internet if you just look for them. I'll just read this one because it's short and concise. Most people are not aware that in March 1933, long before Hitler became the undisputed leader of Germany and began restricting the rights of German Jews, the American Jewish Congress announced a massive protest at Madison Square Garden and called for an American boycott of German goods. The Daily Express of London published an article on March 24th, 1933, announcing that Jews had already launched their boycott against Germany and described a forthcoming holy war. The Express urged Jews everywhere to boycott German goods and demonstrate against German economic interests. The Express said that Germany was now confronted with an international boycott of its trade, its finances, its industry. In London, New York, Paris, and Warsaw, Jewish businessmen are united to go on an economic crusade. The article went on. Worldwide preparations are being made to organize protest demonstrations. On March 27th, 1933, the planned protest at Madison Square Garden was attended by 40,000 protesters. New York Daily News headlines: 40,000 roar protest here against Hitler. Similar rallies and protest marches were also held in other cities. The intensity of the Jewish campaign against Germany was such that the Hitler government vowed that if the campaign did not stop, there would be a one-day boycott on Germany of Jewish-owned stores. Hitler's March 28, 1933 speech ordering a boycott against Jewish stores and goods was in direct response to the declaration of war on Germany by the worldwide Jewish leadership. That same spring of 33, there began a period of private cooperation between the German government and the Zionist government in Germany and worldwide to increase the flow of German Jewish immigrants and capital to Palestine. Growing anti-Semitism in Germany and by the German government in response to the boycott played into the hands of the Zionist leaders. Prior to the escalation of the anti-Semitism as a result, which, by the way, anti-Semitism is actually anti-Shemitism. As a result of the boycott, the majority of German Jews had little sympathy for the Zionist cause of promoting the immigration of world Jewry to Palestine, making the situation in Germany as uncomfortable for the Jews as possible. In cooperation with German National Socialism, was part of the Zionist plan to achieve their goal by populating Palestine with a Jewish majority. For all intents and purposes, the National Socialist government was the best thing to happen to Zionism in its history, for it proved to many Jews that the Europeans were irredeemably anti Jewish and that Palestine was the only answer. Zionism came to represent the overwhelming majority of Jews solely by trickery and cooperation with Adolf Hitler. Oh, bet you haven't heard that part of World War II and the Holocaust and everything. Looks like I better order another case of this here Falcon Labs bullshit repellent.